Alright, how's it going? Today is the 29th of May 2024, and today we're going to be talking about a intraday consolidation breakout play. But before we do that, let's take a look at the broader market. So we've been in an uptrend in the SPY, broke above all-time highs, and then in the last few days we got above the all-time highs. Hit them about 3 sessions ago, 533, and then we've kind of been consolidating under, gap down coming in today to today's session, but still above that previous all-time high from before the pullback. Likewise on the Qs, long uptrend, we consolidated, pulled back up to all-time highs, broke above previous all-time highs, and then just a few days ago we were hit all-time high 460, pulled back, and we've been consolidating underneath with a little bit of a gap down this morning. The trade for today was in AST Space Mobile Incorporated. If we look at ASTS on a daily chart, we can see that the general trend over the course of the last 4 years has been a downtrend with some random pops in the middle relative to earnings and presumably other news events, but we're more concerned about what's currently going on with the stock. So a couple of days ago, back on 5/15, the 15th of May, ASTS reported earnings, and it was they reported a loss, but it was a smaller loss than expected. And so you could see we had tons of volume come in on that first day post earnings. It was bought up for a couple days, and then we pulled back, and then we've been consolidating kind of in this range coming into today, where you'll see huge massive volume spikes, and that is relative to the news that broke this morning. So this morning pre-market, ASTS and Verizon announced a strategic partnership where Verizon would be committing $100 million to provide this direct to cellular service. So this is huge news for ASTS, and the stock, as you can see, reacted with volume and this big upward move. But we'll take a closer look at the specific play, a consolidation breakout play for today. Okay, we can see yesterday was kind of muted action relative to today. Now we can see here in the pre-market, this is where our news broke early in the morning, bought up into the open, sold off, coming on the open we sold off, and then we're bought right back up to this 750-ish level. That was our first leg of the move. Pulled back a bit, consolidated, broke above the previous day's high, and then we got all the way up to 844-ish. And that's where that number will come into play with this this play here. So if we just take a look at just this part of the action, so we hit 844, 845-ish, and then we consolidated beneath it, sold down, but we're bought back up at 750, which was the previous high a day on that initial first leg. Bought back up on some good volume spikes at different times here. But bought right back into that same level, sold off, bought back in that same level, sold off, and meanwhile we're consolidating this whole time. Bought back into that level, sold off once again, and consolidating once more. The important thing to look for here is we're seeing overall the average volume, the volume bars are decreasing in size, showing that there's not a ton of selling. People are accumulating, this price is being accepted around here. Each time we get up towards that, we have a volume spike, but then we'll get sold back down. So this is just, we have a breakout brewing here with this long consolidation pattern. And once we get that break here at 12:23 p.m., we see this huge green tall-bodied candle followed by the biggest volume bar we've seen since we first got up to this level back in the morning time. So we break out here, tons of volume comes back into the stock. That's a great signal for the long here. The next candle is a down candle. We test this level, the 845 level, but you can see that the buyers held it above that resistance, now turns support. on some pretty good volume as well. And once we're here, we've held above this level, we can enter this trade, set a stop below the consolidation low of this consolidation we saw here for this hour 15 minutes of time, right around here, right around $8.07. And so that's risking about 35 cents from the entry. And then the stock breaks out. As you can see, after this consolidation, we have tons of volume coming into the move, powering it to the upside. I would take probably half off at a 1-to-1, so 35 cents down, maybe around 8.80 around here-ish. Take about half of it off, and then move your stop up to break even. So you can't possibly lose money, you'll still make money if it completely turns around on you. And once you have half out at that 1-to-1 risk reward and you've moved up your stop, I personally would just let this one run, see how high we could get. As you can see, we got as high as, well, in the open market, we got nearly $1 off that breakout level. So if you allocated your risk, okay, that's $1 versus 35 cents the downside, so that 3-to-1 risk reward, which is a pretty good management of risk, if you ask me, based on the fact that this is a very high probability setup with the long consolidation and multiple touches of this level, and the volume slowly decreasing over the course of the day. Once this volume is injected into the play, and you can see the volume continues into the close, it's an A+ setup in my mind. So that is the whole trade. Pretty straightforward. You just have to be there ready for it when it goes. But yeah, let me know if anyone else saw this, anyone else traded this move. That's going to be it for right now, so I hope everyone has a great day, and remember to trade your playbook and playbook your trades.